Do you hear that? It sounds like wind. This mic picks up everything. Right now it sounds like wind, but I'm sitting inside. I don't know, I'm not used to this mic. But welcome back to Is What It Is with Deccentric, Donald, whatever you want to call me. It's been a little bit. Figured I would drop one of these. Yeah, I've been wanting to try out this mic. Still don't know how it works. Still don't know what I'm doing. I could turn it up like this, but I still hear that wind. And then when I turn it down like this, I can't hear it, but I don't know. Tell me how it sounds, if you care. Let me know if you hear like a wind sound. Because I definitely hear like a wind sound in these headphones. Might be the headphones, they're cheap headphones, but I don't know. Hope that's not in the video. Because this is the mic turned all the way down. As far as like how much it picks up, I don't really know what I'm talking about. But anyways, hope everybody's doing all right. Got a desk, but my knees don't fit under the desk. So got my tapestry in the back. I have a 2-pot tapestry I wanted to hang up, but it's really big. My girl got it for me, and I don't want to hang it up until I got the right place for it. And this one I can kind of take down and move different places. But anyways, I mean, hope it sounds better. Hope it looks a little better. Hopefully. But I just wanted to say what up. The last episode I did, I was talking about Theo Vaughn and some stuff, Jason Aldean stuff. It got 52 views. It got more views than usual, and that's cool. But I don't really like talking about that type of stuff. But I did want to bring up the Maui fires. I feel bad for those people. You know, last I checked, 93 were dead. Rest in peace. My heart goes out to everybody living on Maui, and not just because they lost people and lost their houses and everything, but because I was thinking, like, if people can't afford to rebuild, or their insurance doesn't cover everything, then more rich people are going to move in there and buy the land and make it their playground. I mean, I might not know what I'm talking about, but just the thought I had. It's crazy. I heard people had to get into the ocean to survive, to get away from the fires. It's the deadliest wildfire we've had in over 100 years. And it leads me to think, like, the weather is getting worse. Everything's getting worse, I feel like. And I hate saying that because you turn on the news and all you hear is negative stuff, and the earth goes in cycles and whatever you want to say, global warming, whatever you want to say. But I just feel like I lived in Florida for a long time, and I feel like the thunderstorms are getting worse. I'm out there cleaning pools in the thunderstorms, and and just the lightning in general has gotten worse, in my opinion. This year we've had a lot of rain where I live, and thank God we haven't had hurricanes, knock on wood. But we have that Sahara dust that comes in, and it helps protects us from the kind of like stops the hurricanes from happening for a while. And again, I don't know what I'm talking about, so don't quote me. This isn't news. This is what it is. Anyways, wish I fit under this desk. Hope it sounds better. Hope it looks better. Whatever. You know, I'm gonna get it. We're gonna keep working on it. We're gonna do it. Eventually, I'll be looking right. Gonna get this podcast looking right. No, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, my heart goes out to all the people in Maui that lost, everything. Lost loved ones. Sorry that happened. Shit's, like I said, sometimes I'm like, shit's getting crazier out there. But there's always negative stuff. There's always, not negatives, bad news. Every time you go and watch the news, it's all bad. And I was looking for the movie End of Days on YouTube, and just to see if they have it. And when I typed in End of Days, I forgot to put movie. And all I seen was like End of Days stuff. And with millions of views. And I'm like, people saying 3 months. People saying next week, people saying this month, and millions of views, and I just felt bad because, there's millions of people. Sorry, I turned it up a little bit. Millions of people that believe in that stuff, and it's like whether you believe in it or not, if it happens, it happens. There ain't nothing you could do about it. You can't live your life worried. It's a waste of time. It stresses you out. There's already enough stress with everything going on. I try my best not to stress. I stress. I'm not perfect. I have bad days. I have good days. I have bad moments. I have better moments. We're all human. We're all human, and I'm not saying it's not good to be prepared. Better to be prepared than not prepared. But I think you should be prepared in the right ways. If you want to have a escape bunker, you want to have, canned goods or whatever, guns, I support you. But I think the best way you could prepare people for something bad happening is teaching them how to grow their own food, teaching them how to hunt, teaching them how to fish, teaching them how to work on cars and stuff like that, depending on what happens. If it's electrical and whatever, the bomb that knocks out electrical stuff. I don't know if that affects cars. I don't know. But if it does, then it won't do any good. But I'm sure there's cars that it affects and cars it doesn't, like the newer cars probably. So learn how to work on old vehicles. And just, there's a lot of people that prepare. I'm not a prepper. And I also heard that the FBI puts preppers on a list, on like some kind of list, if you prepare for stuff. I'm not a prepper, but like I said, it would be good to teach your kids how to grow their own food, how to hunt. I don't live next to near a place where you could hunt, but if I did, I would probably do it more. Fishing, same case. I can go to the ocean, but I don't have a boat, and I live about 30 minutes from the ocean. I'm not gonna sit there or I'm not gonna drive there to get some fish. If I knew people that had a boat, I'd probably go out, get some fish, I would cook it up. There's nothing wrong with fish, but except for the plastics, all the microplastics in the ocean, if you know about that. It's like we consume enough microplastics to equal a credit card in 1 week from all the plastic containers we consume stuff out of. It's crazy. But so fish is filled with plastics and mercury, and I would still eat it, but the stuff around here you can't eat it. In freshwater lakes, I'm sure people do, but you're not supposed to, is what I've been told. And it's a shame, It's a shame. I looked up. I didn't look it up, but it said by like 2050, everything's by 2050. But by 2050, by 2050, all the fish are going to be fished out of the ocean. That's what they say. Like I said, everything's 2050, and if that's the case, we're going to be screwed in 2050. You know, and my heart goes out to the kids growing up now, young people, what they're going to have to deal with. I still hear the freaking wind. I'm going to have to wait until I'm done with this video because I'm not going to stop it or edit. I could stop it and listen to it a little bit, but I don't know. I just wanted to hop down here, say what up, you know, say some BS and talk about the Maui stuff, the Maui fires, because I just had that thought about the rich people moving in, taking more land and making it their place. I mean, I'm not hating. I mean, if I had enough money to go to Maui, I probably would too, but I probably wouldn't buy a house, you know. I'd love to visit, but, you know. And then people are pissed off because the sirens, 80 sirens, didn't go off, so people didn't have any warning. You know, for some reason they didn't work. I don't know why, but people didn't have warning. Enough warning in certain cases, but I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm just nervous and new to this. I say it all the time. I don't know why. I feel like I'm like live with 30,000 people watching me, or 100,000 or a million. It's like I'm in my room. We're in this room recording a video by myself, and that makes it a little weird. I hope somebody enjoys it, you know. But yeah, went to the springs today. Jumped in 72-degree weather, almost, or water, almost. I felt like my body was gonna go into shock. So cold. I mean, we're going from like 95-degree temperature outside to 72-degree weather. It felt like a cold plunge, but it definitely felt better once I got out. You know, they say the cold plunge releases endorphins or whatever the fuck they're called into your brain. I don't know why I can't think of anything when I get on videos. I don't know. It's like a writer's block, but for video, for vloggers block. Anyways, yeah, that's what we did today, but other than that, didn't do much past week. Played some Fortnite with my brother, a couple games. Got me the Futurama skins vendor, and man, remember that? That's what Theo Vaughn always says, remember that. Futurama, huh? Fucking, dude, saddest part is that dog. That dog sits there and waits for him. Grows old waiting for him. That's the saddest part of the whole dang show. That dang dog, man. You know what always grinds my gears? That's for Family Guy. But how he falls back and he gets locked in. Oh yeah, he gets pushed in. I forgot that. No, the reason why I bring that up because I don't like that episode where he goes like back into the future, or he goes back to the future. He goes to like 3,000 years in the future, and the kids are like bullying him. He's getting beat up by kids. Shout out Fry. My favorite episode is the worms, where, you know, they make him smarter and he's playing that flute. And at the end he plays the flute after he loses the worms and he's no longer smart. and it's like messed up looking Leela's face. I don't know. I also like the Willy Wonka one, the Slurm Factory or whatever it's called. Futurama was cool. We used to watch the PJs. That's something we used to watch all the time. And I thought about it recently because we were looking at a video about Brooklyn. Shout out Peter Santinello. If you never watch Peter Santinello's vlogs, he goes all over the place in different hoods and different neighborhoods or different communities. He did one here in Florida about ATVs, dirt bikes, riders, like this whole area where nobody's allowed back there. Like the cops aren't allowed back there. The only people that are allowed back there are people that own the land, the landowners. And it's like pretty much like a freedom big party out there. But it's like they're not hurting anybody. See, I always go on long tangents about something. But yeah, they're not hurting anybody, and that's how most of America probably used to be. But he goes to like, the poorest place in the Alapache forest or community, Alapache. It's like the AT trail, Alapache Trail or whatever it's called. It's like 5,000 miles. No. 3,000, something like that. But it goes through like 7 states, and always going off on tangents. But that's something I would love to do. But it takes about 6 months to hike. But then again, like you're out there, you could be out there by yourself in some of those patches in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere. It'd be an incredible feat to accomplish. Because you gotta summit a mountain at the end, but you gotta go through Maine, Whitecaps, and you gotta be careful because depending on the time of year, you can get caught in snow and but yeah, he goes to like this area where it's pretty poor. I mean, it's just interesting stuff. So if you haven't watched Peter Santinello, look him up. It's pretty cool. It's interesting. It's awesome he gets to go place to place doing that. I don't know why I mentioned Peter Santinello. Anyways, what the heck? Sorry, I had to go back and look where I was, look what I was talking about, and the sound was messing me up. And I had to unplug everything, and when I unplugged everything, I found out you can't hear it on the video unless you have the microphone plugged in for some reason. But it's my AC outside. Anyways, that's embarrassing. But yeah, I was talking about the PJs before all that, because I watched Peter Santinello, and the buildings of Brooklyn reminded me of the PJs. They, it's based off the projects in Brooklyn, I believe. And it's a cool show. Grew up watching it. Grew up watching Futurama, Simpsons, Seven Heaven. Trying to get my girl to watch that. Some of y'all might not like it. But Seven Heaven, King of the Hill, blanking. I know a lot more. Anyways, but yeah, if you made it to this part of the video, appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm still trying to do these for fun. I don't want to. I remind myself of Roman Atwood, for some reason. It's like I love Roman Atwood, but he started podcasting. He wasn't the best right away, and he's getting better, but he has to get more comfortable and do it because he wants to do it. And I feel like, that's my opinion, and I feel like, I gotta have fun, and it shouldn't, whether that's with the videos or with the shorts. I gotta have fun with it. I gotta want to do it. I can't make it feel like it's like something I have to do, like a chore. I do want to make videos, but there's a balance between trying to just be yourself and be real and what you think people might want to hear, and how they might want you to act, or say or talk, how you talk or whatever, and just it's a learning curve that I'm gonna keep practicing, and because I want to do it and I want to do it for fun, and hopefully get some work, like get my girl on, or interview somebody. I got a few people I would like to interview, just some of my customers that I run into cleaning pools. You run into some interesting people, vets and people from, I work with this dude, he's from Long Island, and I love his accent and his knowledge of the city and food and Italian food and stuff. I would love to interview him, or if people wanted to call in or comment, I would love to talk to people. Because at the end of the day, that's why I would want to do videos. I would want to just do these videos to talk to people and to relate, and because I'm interested in different walks of life, kind of like Peter Santinello, how he goes to different neighborhoods, but I just don't have the capability or the time to go to different neighborhoods and interview different people from different walks of life. But, or, if I could just, what the freak? If I could just offer some advice, or just a ear to listen to. There's a cat in here. Or, if you just need the vent. I want to, I'm not no professional, I'm not a therapist or anything, and I don't claim to be, and that's not what I'm talking about, but, I think I'm good at giving advice. Probably worse, really worse probably, at taking my own advice. Always been good at giving advice, but it's harder when it comes to taking your own advice. And then I struggle with, well, who am I? Who am I to give advice? Or who am I to assume somebody needs advice? Or that somebody needs advice from me, And that's when it becomes like something you worry about and you overthink, and you say, what are people going to think? People are going to think like I'm some entitled person trying to act better, but I'm not. I'm just more trying to come from a equal, we're all humans. We're all the same race, the human race. And I think we all can relate, and somewhere along the line, through social media or whatever, we've stopped relating. I am a victim of it myself. Sometimes I could talk to people out in public, or sometimes I feel comfortable doing this, and sometimes I don't. But and social media has brought us together, in the sense that we can now connect and message people from across the, world and stuff like that over video or whatever. But it's also distant us, made us distant from each other, and kind of antisocial, because we're all stuck comparing ourselves to everybody. And that's why you get kids and stuff like that are sad because they see all this stuff, and they see famous people and they see other walks of life, and they go, why can't I have that? Why isn't my life like that? Or anything. I'm like, if sorry, I was going there. I was on it, but my point is, it's just, it's made us antisocial, in the sense that, like, it's hard what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, like, we all think we're so different when really we're all really similar. We all enjoy the same stuff, but social media has made it so where you want to be different. You want to stand out, and really, I believe you stand out from being yourself, because that's what people crave. That's why podcasts like Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn and Joey Diaz or Bill Kreischer's, Bert Kreischer, Bill. Anyways, Bill Burr. I got Bill Burr and Bert Kreischer mixed up. You know. Anyways, that's why those. You know, that's why those podcasts and those things get out there so much, I believe, because they're just real. That, you know, like I've said before, I think they're kind of taking the place of interviews. And if you watch an interview or them talking about Maui on the news, you know, it just looks so manufactured and so fake. You know, like those people don't really care. You know, and now you have people like me reporting on it, and you know, I don't know. It makes me not want to post the video, but because, you know, I don't want somebody comparing me to that. And that goes back to what I was talking about people, about you wondering what people are going to think, you know. It's just, I don't know. I generally mean what I said about, you know, that I feel bad for those people. And of course I feel bad because they lost loved ones. But I feel bad for, you know, if they can't rebuild and they lose the land to rich people that come over. And that's what I really feel bad about when it comes down to it for them. And that's another thing with society and social media. Like the story of the submarine, it was real big for like 2 months, and then everybody forgot about it. And I was talking to my girl about this. Like if I brought it up, you know, like on a post on social media, like RIP for those people now, or, you know, something like that, people would be like, dude, this was 2 weeks ago. Where you been? It's like, what, I can't say RIP for them? Those people still passed away. But people get over stuff so quick. It's so big for, you know, a week or two, and I don't think we really take time to soak in. Like, those people lost their life. Or the fact that the Navy heard the boom right away and didn't say anything. We don't think about that stuff. Whether it's like Epstein or anything. We don't think about anything that's remotely real and stuff like that. Something like that happens, I get interrupted and lose the flow of things, you know. And what I was saying was pretty much, you know, people forget stuff and overlook stuff, and that goes back to just not caring so much anymore. We all got too much stuff that we have to care about, that we have to worry about, that we have to stress about on our own, that we don't have time to worry about other people's stress. I mean, that's what it is, for real. That's why people forget about it in 2 weeks, you know? Because I don't blame them, you know? And that's why I say we can't stress. You can't stress, you can't worry. That stuff just wastes your time, and you already got enough stuff to worry about, you know? I don't know. There should be more positive stuff in the news. That's my whole point. But anyways, I'm going to end this. So I hope you guys, if you disagree or agree, just comment below. I don't mind. I hope you guys have a good night, or a good day, or good whenever you're watching this. And hit that subscribe button if you made it this far. And thanks. I appreciate you listening. Peace.